Who are the Opps that these people, who are the Opps? I want to know. Because these people do not know what a beef between people is artists that diss each other in songs. That's beef to people. Because from what I understood, beef is when you got to walk outside with a gun on you, loaded, ready to go, one in the chamber, ready for anything. Beef is when you got 2 knives in your boots, a fucking 32 ACP strapped on you, and then like a shotgun in your car. That's beef. Then you got Opps. But if you rolling around in the newest car, and not even like a Mercedes or something, just like a new Lexus or some shit, and you in a good job and you talking about the Opps, shut the fuck up, please. Who are the Opps? That's who, bruh? Who?
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower, to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box. Now while the angels fly over my headstone.
We are back with another episode of the God's Hour podcast with your boy Big Sir Bavelli back in the place to be. La America Superior Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect, live and direct. It's your boy, Mr. 9 Times. And we got a couple of things that I want to say right here on the podcast. Wanted to change up the scenery over here because I don't like recording in here because it's very echoey. Yes, it sounds like I have an important message to tell everybody in the fucking church hallway, right? So right off the bat, there's this Amy Winehouse movie. We already did like in 2015 there was like it was called Amy, right? And I want to say it was more like a documentary, more of like footage, never before seen and unreleased like footage of Amy Winehouse. If you don't know who Amy Winehouse was or is, I don't really like when I say like was and shit, because she is, right? So she's I want to say she was from London, or I have the book too, but I haven't read it in a while. I'm a huge Amy Winehouse fan. I don't really listen to her like that anymore, but at one point she was on the regular rotation of mine. All of her albums are fire. Frank. Then you have like the Frank B-sides. Then after that was Back to Black, right? And then Lioness Hidden Treasures. She only had like 3 albums. Lioness Hidden Treasures was a posthumous album. She passed away, I want to say, a few months before it came out. So it was, you could tell a bulk of the album were songs that weren't done, or like covers, like The Girl from Ipanema. She doesn't, if you look at her first 2 albums, Amy Winehouse, she didn't really do covers. All of her songs were original. And what she would do, I don't know if a lot of, I think Schoolboy Q does this, where they record over a simple beat. Like, let's just say they record to a guitar and then they go back into post-production and they handle, they'll put together the saxophone, they'll rearrange like everything, right? So I don't, like, when I seen that I think either I read it in the book, I didn't think I seen it in that Amy movie that came out, where she would sing to the guitar. Like, there was the melody she would have on the guitar and she would sing to it, and then later, if it was Salam Remy or something, or whoever the producer was, they would add the drums and the yada yadas. So with the Amy, the original, just talking to the original Amy movie, I really liked it. Let's actually go to that first because I remember. Oh wow, and the movie's coming out Friday. I thought it was out already, but you can watch it on Prime, which they're probably gonna sell it. YouTube not available. Okay, let's see. Okay, 2015 British documentary. And the film covers her life and her struggle with substance abuse. From what I remember, I don't remember them covering her a drug addiction. They probably covered it like everybody else because it was pretty public with her. Because you got to understand, Amy Winehouse was a megastar. If you don't know, if you don't know who Amy Winehouse is or was, I'm gonna just say was because I don't want to confuse people, right? So she passed away from alcohol poisoning. In the book Amy, My Daughter by Amy Winehouse's dad, he basically says that she was clean for like a month or something like that, and she just went on a binge. And from me being an alcoholic, kind of, I mean, I wouldn't say, fuck, this is so long ago, but let's just say, okay, like, right, I was an alcoholic, because a lot of people that be like, yeah, you know, I drink, but I'm not alcoholic. I really don't kind of remember because it's all a blur. I think the way I like compartmentalize a lot of what my trauma, my life and shit like that, I just forget about it, right? And especially with like the things I would partake in doing, I just like forgot about it, right? So with the alcohol shit, I do remember I would drink a lot, but then there was like a 4-month period I went cold turkey with it. So I think I got clean from alcohol just because I think my parents were like, you got to stop drinking. And then so I stopped drinking because the alcohol thing it did kind of get not even out of control. It's just my parents, they hated that I drank and that caused like a lot of friction. So they basically gave me an ultimatum. And then like the last couple times I did drink, I blacked out. So they were pretty concerned with me, right? And I didn't look at it like if it was a big deal, but looking back at it, it kind of was, you know, it was, I wasn't out of control, but I was going down the steps of a downward spiral, right? So they kind of pulled me out early. So shout out to my parents for being there for me and shit. While I was clean, I had been working at Frito-Lay and fucking, I had finally got some money because I had been in and out of work. So I finally could afford what I like drinking, which was Henny. And then they had Henny. I don't even like condoning it, but right. So I did notice that I had stopped drinking for like 4 months, but then I had went right back to drinking like I normally would, which was a lot. I could drink, especially with dark liquor. I could drink a lot, and it wouldn't phase me. So that's really what it was. It was me not building a tolerance to it the last couple times of me drinking and just going head first, diving into the deep end. And that's how I would be blacking out and shit. And with the last time I remember drinking dark liquor, the last couple times I blacked out, like I would pour myself a shitload, like maybe like, I don't know, 6-7 shots in a cup and just fill the rest. Like with ice and shit, it'd be like in like a cup. A quarter of it would be straight liquor, and I would pour the rest with soda. And me, like an asshole, I wouldn't drink it like, you know, you sip it like if it's lean and you chill out. No, I wanted to knock them bitches back. So I knocked that one cup back, and I blacked out. And my dad was mad. He was like, I can't, like, are you fucking did you fucking black out again? And the weird shit was like the last 2 times I blacked out, it wasn't like I blacked out for a whole night. It was like a shut off button in my brain. I remember I was standing. The last time I remember blacking out, it was like a TV, like my TV nightstand and shit. And I blacked out for like 3 seconds. But it was like, and I fucking fell back and I hit the back of my head on my TV. And I remember just being on the floor like a fucking idiot. Like, what the fuck? Like, for literally 2 seconds, I completely lost control of myself. And that's when like I realized this shit gotta stop. Plus, my heart was racing. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel good with getting fucked up the last time. My heart was racing and all that. And that's when I decided to quit alcohol altogether. I think that was what it was. The last time it was over. There was just no point in me drinking alcohol. There was no point in me partaking in something that it didn't. Same thing with the weed. Like the weed, it always made me feel all faded, and I felt like I was in fucking Neverland and all that. Pause. And then the last couple of times, it just didn't feel. It wasn't doing its job, right? So I just stopped altogether, alcohol and weed. But going back to Amy passing away from alcohol poisoning, it makes a lot of sense because when you hit the maximum like you would normally would on anything, but especially alcohol, you're gonna get all fucked up. Like you're gonna fuck yourself up doing some shit. And it's super crazy. She passed away when she was 27, which is not far off from my age now. I could never imagine being the mega star she was and dealing with life or any type of anything. Like, people, this is so sad. And I always hate this because people don't look at Amy Winehouse like as if she was this larger than life mega star. One of the they were comparing her to Ella Fitzgerald when she came out. Literally one of the greatest jazz singers of all time. She's definitely the greatest jazz singer since Ella Fitzgerald to me. Now when they cover her, they don't cover her like that. They cover her like if she was this fucking drug addicted star, like a drug. Yeah, like that's all it was. She's a drug addict star, and that's really where the fucking road ends with everybody and her. And it's just fucking lame because she wasn't. If you listen to her albums, they're very, very dope. They're very like, because you don't really get them perspectives. And at this time, nobody really, you listen to R&B and shit now, and it's just R&B kind of always had that kind of, talked about heartbreak and love loss and shit, but nobody was really piecing it up together like she was. And she wasn't even all the way in R&B. It was like her music was tiptoeing on hip hop, R&B, jazz, soul, with like a little bit of like her own like acoustic flavor. Dope. Definitely Back to Black was definitely more her poppy, but still you had all them elements in her music. So with the movie Amy, I thought it was really dope. If you weren't an Amy Winehouse fan, it'd probably be boring. Me, I'm really into her. I'm really into her music, or just her whole style. Everything was dope. When she got more into her pop era, like Back to Black with the heavy, the makeup and the wig, or the way she had her hair and all that, I kind of didn't like. I really liked her more in her frank, just breaking out era. And she broke in, but she wasn't a megastar. I think Rehab took her over the moon, but then she had like her kind of more low key hits were like Fuck Me Pumps, and I'm trying to think of, that's all I could think of right now, Fuck Me Pumps, which is basically, Oh, and in My Bed, which was like a flip of Nas's Made You Look, which is phenomenal, and they were both produced by Salam Remy, which is very interesting. You look at Amy Winehouse's ties to hip hop, and it goes as far back as like Salam Remy, who worked, I think, with like a grip of people, including, I want to say, the Fugees, Nas. It's funny, her, like, she's public. I don't want to say publicly, but it's out there that she's shitted on Jay-Z. And not even like like this fool can, this fool's like not a good rapper or something, but just like real playful type shit. I think it's fire. I think she even did I want to say Ghostface was on her album. I think she did a remix. I think he featured on one of her songs, Amy Winehouse. And it probably was Back to Black, because I know Frank like the back of my hand. Back to Black was an album I wasn't super into. It's a great album. It's definitely, like, all her albums are awesome, but that one was just more so I wasn't that into, because Frank was fucking awesome. Let's see. I hate doing this. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all want to fucking hear me talk my shit, but I really want to know the features and all that. Yeah, Ghostface Killer was on the remix of You Know I'm No Good. And that's pretty much it. She's got a feature from Nas and Ghostface. For an artist that's not even in hip hop like that, those are two phenomenal. There's a shitload of rappers that are waiting on a Ghost and Nas feature in their whole fucking discography. Amy's got two of them, and two great ones. Fire. If you're not familiar with Amy Winehouse, I would really get familiar with her. My favorite album is her first one. Even the B-sides to it, which I don't understand how they cut it, but a lot of them were like more acoustic, which goes back to me just chalking that out too. They probably didn't want to deal with all the post-production that would go into it, because that costs a shitload of money, to get a producer in there and you fucking hash it out or whatever. Because I know Amy Winehouse was a super perfectionist tactician. She was very vocal about her albums and the rollouts. She's a phenomenal artist. If you haven't, go listen to her. The 2015 film Amy was dope. And let's get right into the film. I think it's called Back to Black. It's releasing this Friday, which I'm definitely gonna go see. But I hate what is it? I hate how they're gonna portray, because I already know how they're gonna portray. Literally, I feel like I've been hacked, because now my shit ain't working. I need a new computer, and I need to stop downloading. I feel like this is from when I would. I feel like I downloaded some bullshit, and then here we go with the fucking thing. Come on, bruh. Fuck, I'm trying to look at this fucking movie, and it's fucking the whole flow up. All right, here we go. So from what it looks like a dope movie. But if we get too far, because this is what it is. If they focus too much on the drug addiction shit, it's going to piss me off, because from reading the fucking book, it was like she had a lot of personality. She was a dope person. Yeah, from what it looks like it's going to be dope, right? But my fear is they're going to cover more of her later years and not her early years. Okay, they look like they had Salam Remy in there. It looks like her dad's gonna be portrayed in there. But it's a lot of cross accounts of like her dad. When the book came out, Amy, my daughter, a lot of people shit on it because they were saying that Amy's dad was fucking like just trying to sauce it up, and you know, he was really like a dickhead and shit like that. But I mean, I could see it both ways, like him being protective of his daughter or whatever the fuck, and who knows? Who really fucking knows? I'm really interested in seeing how they portray her boyfriend that got her all in a, you know, introduced her to fucking all these drugs and shit. And she had like 2 big boyfriends that influenced her albums. The first one, I don't think was into drugs, got her into drugs, but the second one was like, had her, I don't know, I don't want to like throw it on all the way him, but like they were all into like, I don't even want to say it because it's going to fucking make me mad, but they were like in a hardcore shit that I'm so glad like I'm not into, or I stopped, because I probably easily could, anybody easily could have been swindled into doing some bullshit like this. So Marissa Abella is portraying Amy. I'm not familiar with her work, so let's check out her IMDb. She is known for Industry, Never Seen It, Cobra. I think that's that one. It's either G.I. Joe or fucking something to do with martial arts, and Rogue Agent. Let's check out Cobra because I think I'm a little familiar with it. No, I'm not familiar with it. So this is going to be the first movie I'm ever going to see involving this actress. She kind of don't really look like Amy. Like the only thing I see is like the hair and the kind of the face a little bit. Whatever, right? I'm never a fan of these artists depictions, right? Especially with anything, because they always want to make it a certain way. Even the best one to me, where they depict the artist's life and shit, is Straight Out of Compton. But with Straight Out of Compton, it was like I feel like they made Easy look like a certain way. I feel like they didn't make him look gangster enough because he was the most authentic hood element of NWA. But yet they made Cube and Dre look hard as fuck, which is like, that don't really make sense to me. No diss to them, but it's just like, if we're gonna have some fucking credibility around here, it's gotta be fucking Eazy-E, bruh. And I hate how this hat is too fucking big. Like, look at this shit, dog. I look like I'm in a fucking Nelly shit, bruh. And this is a hard ass hat that's sold out and you can't even get it anymore, and it's too fucking big. So I gotta style it. Glock 23, and I dump on the island. Look, I hate when they make stupid fucking songs about bullshit. And, you know, it's a dance party. Okay, it's got a 6.6 rating. Who knows? Hopefully this shit proves me wrong. It looks like a well-produced movie, and it has potential. So definitely I'm going to see it Friday. I got to run some errands Friday. So I'm going to be in a vicinity of a movie theater, thank God. Knock it out early. Go pick up some clothes. Go see the movie. Perhaps get me frozen yogurt. Who knows? But to this Back to Black shit, it does look good. It does look, I'm going to give it a chance, right? But anytime, like when they were covering the news and shit, they're just like, remember that chick that was a super drug addict and performed all fucked up? Yeah, they're making a movie about her instead of one of the greatest jazz singers in fucking the last like 70 whatever fucking years. Ella Fitzgerald. Amy Winehouse was big, dog, and they just downplay her to just, she was one of these ladies that could be on Skid Row. Like, no, bro. Like, put some respect on my girl's name, bro. Come on now. One of the greatest. You talking shit on one of the greatest. But yet people, they live their fucking lives as if their fucking shit smells like fucking waffle syrup and shit. Come on, bro. Really? Knock it the fuck off. Get it the fuck up out of here. Yeah. You want to hear me talk some shit? Let's talk about some pet peeves. Motherfuckers who snort and clear their throat every minute. Stop, bruh. Where the fuck was I? I was doing a test for some job. And it's dead quiet, right? It's dead quiet, just like this. I'm sitting, waiting. Motherfucker like three tables down. I'm literally looking and just I give a good look at this fool. And this fool, he go like that. And this is the classic when they know they're being fucking weird. Like they're just. He looks at me. Like he's trying to hide it and shit. I'm like, dog, get the fuck out of here with that weird shit, bro. It's a pet peeve. Please stop. If you're sick or something, or if you need Tylenol, whatever the fuck it is, get the fuck out of here, right? And then especially the dudes who be sniveling and snorting and shit. Stop. Please go. Please. Are you sick? Are you a fucking off a coke binge? I don't know. Get this motherfucker a gram. Somebody who, I got a cousin over here on speed dial. Do you need that, sir? Do you need it? Because it sounds like you need something. A fucking gram, a fucking smashed Tylenol would get you right here. You good. Like, I don't know what it is with these people that if they're fake if they're fake sick or they need something, bro. I don't know what they need, but they need to get the fuck out of here with that weird shit, bro. Another pet peeve. Motherfuckers who wear cologne to work. Dog. You are not at Carnival. You're not nowhere where your cologne is needed, bruh. Anytime I walk by somebody that smelled like a pine tree mixed with some shit from the 80s, I said, bruh, why are you wearing cologne to work? Hey, dog, you never know when there's some bitches, dog. You know what I mean? Where? Where are the bitches? I want to know. So I don't have to fucking wear cologne. I just straight spit off the game, bruh. I don't understand dudes who wear cologne. It freaks me out. What are you doing? And especially dudes that got like wives and shit. Like, bruh, you understand that you're a whole committed man, bruh. And you wearing cologne to work. Like, if you're gonna, I don't know what it is. Please stop. And I hate the smell of cologne. There's only like 2 colognes I like. And even then, you know what I mean? Like, because some colognes, they smell too fancy. They smell like a skunk crawled up a bear's ass and died somewhere in Nevada or something. Like, it got a nature-esque but industrial type funky town smell to them. I don't understand it. I hate cologne. Most colognes, actually. Like, especially if you want to wear the Versace, the Gucci, the Louis, whatever the fuck it is, stop, bro. You're not cool because you fucking wear 200 and whatever, 2,000, 250, whatever. I don't even know how fucking much cologne costs for these designer brands and shit, but stop, bro. No one cares. And no one's going to be like, hey, yo, dog, he's wearing that Versace cologne, bro. Damn, he ballin'. Like, no one's talking that shit. No one cares. And the dudes, I seen this when I was getting some boots, right? Not even no fucking Doc Martens, not even none of that hipster hill rockabilly type shit. I just need some work boots, right? Dog comes in with the whole Versace, and I hate plugging brands, but the whole designer shit, the worst one too, not even the dope, you know, the Gucci, the chain link patterns, none of that. Like, those are dope, or the plaid print. No, this is it's a all black with the gold chains. Like, they look like gold jewelry. He looks like a fucking $2 designer that got fired his first day on the job, and he just wears the one fit he made for the brand. And then with the loafers, with the, you know what I mean? Stop, bro. No one gives a fuck, and you could tell they wear this shit because that's the one fit they got. In their whole closet, they got all kinds of bullshit brands, but with this, they could piece up one outfit. It's like the dudes that got one Adidas tracksuit or one velour suit or whatever it is. I understand it. If you're wearing an Adidas tracksuit, that's fine. That's keep it cool, calm, and classic, right? But these dudes that wear the designer outfits and shit, get the fuck away from me. You're not nobody, dog. No one gives up. And even if you are, bro, nobody gives a fuck that you did 2 records with Snoop Dogg in 80 fucking or whatever, or Run DMC in 87. No one cares, bro. You're really doing it to show off and get some sort of attention that no one's going to give you, right? Stop, bro. Please stop. It's 2024. Let's stop with the bullshit. It's 2024. There's a lot of things we got to stop, and I'm glad I pulled this shit up because I wasn't even going to cover this today, but I feel like I'm on a sick one right now, so it's 2024. Let's stop tattoos with dates like 1999. What does that mean? Are you ready for Y2K? Are you ready for the end of the millennium? Are you symbolically trying to associate yourself with the new fucking age, energy, and vibration? I don't know. Please stop. Stop with the... And I'm sorry, any of y'all, it's, on women, it looks cute, right? They do the little things, right? They tattoo it, between the titties. I like them, the tattoos between the tits. I really like those. Women, awesome. It's a new thing that I like. In 2024, 2K24, we could get that going. I like that, yes. Tattoos between the titties, I like those. But like nice ones, not random shit. A date is cool. I seen a girl, she had it like, and you could tell like she had them things out in a nice dress and she wanted you to see a date. You piece it up like that, you get brownie points in the world of Supervel. But any weird shit, I don't know, like a fucking gargoyle or a fucking wombat spreading its wings or some shit. No, let's not do that. Please not. I don't want to see it. I'm a clown you. I'm going to be like, mommy, them things right there, they knocking, but whatever under there is not. So let's go back to the drawing board and do some cover-ups or something like that. Going back to the dates, stop. Unless someone passed away, like, you know what I mean, this date to that date, that's cool, right? I understand that, but just a random fucking date like 76 with the fucking, like, not even the whole date, like 1976, 76 with the little right there. No, get that the fuck out of here, bro. Like, rocking since 76, that shit's corny, bro. Please get the fuck out of here. Oh, taking pictures with your homies' guns. Now, I've taken pictures with guns that weren't mine, but I wasn't showing them off to social media. Like, everyone got them pictures, dog. But if you're the one that, with the two, and on Instagram, like if you're cartel connected, like, no, bro, stop. Those aren't yours, and I could tell they're not yours because of your body language, right? Just stop taking pictures with your homies' guns. Like, I know your big homie, I know he's a tough guy. You're not a tough guy. You eat Cheez-Its and wipe your ass and blow your nose without ever washing your hands. You fucking, yeah, there's not a thug bone in your body. You had straight A's your whole life and you was a good guy, dog. Please stop taking pictures with your homies' guns. It's 2024. Let's stop fucking taking videos with the mic dangling and it's not live. Like, if it's live and you really out there and you with the people and you rapping and shit on the mic and it's live, that's cool. That's dope, right? Because you out there taking a risk, dog. But if you're shooting a video and the mic is dangling, and you can always tell the shit is like fucking pendulum, perpendicular in the face, and they got to move with it. They got to move with the fucking mic. Stop, bro. They've been doing them type of videos for a long time now. Be creative. I don't know what it is you got to do, but you got to do something. Let's get that shit the fuck out of here. I don't want to see it anymore. That's a menopause too, having a mic dangling in your face. That's the worst one, but even if you just have the mic propped up and you're rapping into it, that's some bullshit. Get that the fuck out of here. Yeah, right? Cussing every line or every other word in a song, you know what I mean? We gonna fucking do this shit with all this big ass rifles. I'ma fucking shoot your shit and get your mama fucked in the ass and like that. How vulgar does that sound? Please stop. We are creative artists in this era and we need a fucking stand on that. So this is a podcast, so it's different. This is more so the way of how align with how I really talk. But if we want to make music, let's make music and not bullshit. Let's stop. It's 24. Let's stop smoking on Opps. Opps is already an obsolete word that we need to get away from the vocabulary already. It's already a trash ass slang word. But we're smoking Opps. We're really gonna do that. And you don't even got Opps, bro. You fucking work at IKEA building benches in the back. What Opps do you have? Just because Burger King fucked up your order and gave you more lettuce and tomatoes than you wanted on your Whopper, they not the Opps, bro. The fucking delivery guy that was a day late on your package, he's not the Opps. You know? Who are the Opps that these people, who are the Opps? I want to know. Because these people do not know what a beef between people is artists that diss each other in songs. That's beef to people. Because from what I understood, beef is when you got to walk outside with a gun on you, loaded, ready to go, one in the chamber, ready for anything. Beef is when you got 2 knives in your boots, a fucking 32 ACP strapped on you, and then like a shotgun in your car. That's beef. Then you got Opps. But if you rolling around in the newest car, and not even like a Mercedes or something, just like a new Lexus or some shit, and you in a good job and you talking about the Opps, shut the fuck up, please. Who are the Opps? That's who, bruh? Who? I'm waiting. I'm really waiting for an answer to some of these fucking bozos that just, they rap about whatever street shit, and a lot of it is kids. So I'm gonna give a pass. I'm gonna give a pass to the kids. But if you 18 and over, shut the fuck up, guy. Rap more about what you know and shit that you have like no full understanding of. And I barely know the very base elements of what it is to be in like rapping about shit. You know, like, yeah, I put extra salsa on shit, but at least a lot of the shit I talk about, I've experienced to a 1% degree, somewhat, right? I'm not going to expose everything. I'm not going to fucking jump out the window and say, yeah, we did this and did that. And, you know, that's in my music, right? I'm not going to go on the podcast and try to clarify shit or defend myself, because a lot of the 99% of what I talk about, 99.9999999% of what the fuck I talk about, I've actually fucking experienced. A lot of these dudes, they just play Call of Duty and they call their homies fags and whatever the fuck, and they're the Opps online and shit like that, or GT or whatever it is. I don't want to shout anybody out, but please, guy, go outside and actually go into some of these hoods that you wish you were from, or like you fabricate like you talking about, and we'll see how different you're going to be talking in. This is the saddest part too. A lot of kids, they get brainwashed or peer pressured into portraying themselves in an image or something that they're really not, bro. You're really not into that. I know people that don't like guns that rap about guns. What sense does that make? What the fuck? What are we talking about? Why are you fucking in your songs? I got the Glock. I'm on the block. It's in my socks. That's how I rock. You know, it just, and then like you get around some real dudes that really got it on them or something like that, and then you like freeze up, bro. I don't understand. Me vocally, I talk about like I don't like some of the shit that goes on, so I don't be around a lot of the shit. That don't mean I never experienced none of the shit. I'll put it in my music, and it's not like a lot of it is happening currently. It's just I get mad about a lot of shit, and it's just my artistic expression. A lot of these other kids, especially the kids, be careful. don't get sucked into a lot of the bullshit. And this isn't me shitting on them, being like, go outside and go find that shit and see if, you know, you really about it. It's me being like, if that's not where you come from, then just, there's nothing wrong with, bro, like, you live with your parents or you got it good and all that shit. There's a lot of things to rap about that don't involve the streets, even though hip hop is a real street element culture. It's real from the streets. It's fine, bro. Not everybody's a thug. I'm not a thug. Okay. I like being me. I like telling you, you know, what it is. Living your truth. That's all it is. Engaging in frivolous rap beefs. Not everybody is the op. I had to learn that. You got to pick your battles. Just because somebody sneak disses you and whatever, you know, going back to just because somebody didn't take your fucking Lunchable order or whatever it is, they're not the ops. Like, you don't got to rap beef with them. If I chose to beef it with everybody I've ever had a problem with, I would have no fucking career. I pick my battles. If you want to go toe to toe, if you want to jump out the window on me, I will jump out the window on you. Promise me. I'm going to make you look like a fucking moron. Trust me. Do not ever jump out the window on me. No one's ever said my name on a record, so it's never been that serious. But I'll take some shots at some Levi's that think they're slick and shit. That's no problem. But to engage and beef it with everybody that whatever, you know what I mean? It's just some bullshit. Chava just texted me. What time you going to work? I'm off this week. But I'm doing a podcast, Chava, so you're going to have to wait. So I'm going to put you on silent. So yeah, kids, be careful. Don't get into beefs. It's 2024. What else are we looking out for? Right? A lot of the corny shit, renting cars for your music videos, corny, wearing fake jewelry, corny, joining gangs, that's corny. Doing hard drugs, rapping in fake Jamaican accents. Everybody got them songs except me. Please, you know, like, you know, the whole whatever that white guy, we know whatever his shit, you know. Said she wanna give me head, like, you know. Stop, bro. You're not Jamaican. You're not a Rasta. You got dreads. You ain't a Rasta. You Italian, dude. You ain't a mobster. You a bum sipping tea by the bayou. Made a dress with some sheets like Erica Badu. Rest in peace to Sean fucking Price. God damn it. He said it the best. You guys that, I swear to God, and this happened, this is a true story. I had an idea for a music video, and I told who was the homie at the time, barely an acquaintance. I told him, yo, I want to do a music video here. He shoots a fucking video where I told him I was going to do my video. That's why I shut the fuck up and I don't say my ideas out loud, because I'm very protective of my intellectual creative property that I'll fucking put somebody in the hospital over. And I'll put that, like, I put that on my mama. I put that on everything. Like, I will jump out the window on somebody thinking they could punk me or take my ideas. So with this guy, this fucking moron, he shoots a video where I told him I wanted to do a video, and it's all, you know, it's the worst Jamaican accent, just like the fucking, I mean, a white dude, whoever his name was, something red or red dot, red shot, whatever his name is. I don't know this. You know what I mean? But it just looks weird when people who aren't really from the cloth perpetrate like if they really that. Like, if you really grew up speaking the Jamaican patois and all that shit, I get it. But if you just like, you smoking like a Rasta and you want to make Jamaican ass songs? No, bro. Please shut the fuck up. You're not Shabba Ranks. You're not fucking, shout out Nico Demis, Super Cat. I love their music. You're not gonna see me, you know, Coxella. You're not ever gonna catch me making rhymes like that, like on my records. It's so fucking stupid to me that artists come out and they want to be Jamaican, i.e. Drake. Drake want to be everybody but him. Drake coming out making Afrobeat, pop, dance hall. He want to be Jamaican. What is it? He want to steal everybody's sauce and not do his shit. He want to do the tings and the pinky up with the drill UK shit. And this is no shots to Drake neither, but this is just like, please stop, bro. 2024, let's stop perpetrating like if you somebody you not. Be authentic, be yourself. Message of the day, be yourself. That's all we're asking you. That's all I'm asking you. If it's not we, if it's just in the singular sense, bruh, you have more value to bring in this world being the special person God made you than try to be anybody else in this world. And with that, this is the God's Hour.
Mad Max was the turnout of my lifestyle. Smoking green, blowing white clouds to build the blue skies. Conversating with the gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Gods by my wildflower to let them know that it's the God's hour. This love's the never-ending saga. Walk through the sands of times like Gara. On the other side of that gad is karma. You wet Prada, the devil like inside your box now while the angels fly over my head.